Can a $2 part solve my MicroSD problems? Let's find out. Dave Taylor here, and I have all sorts of devices, including this. This is the DJI Mavic Pro drone, and it works by writing its video files to a little teeny tiny MicroSD card that lives in its belly. Let's put this over here. And the problem is that the latest generation of MacBook Pro doesn't have an SD card reader, let alone a MicroSD card reader. Now, usually when you buy a MicroSD card, it comes with a little adapter, but that adapter doesn't fit in the computer either. So I poked around and I went onto gearbest.com and I found this. This is a $2.64 with free shipping part, and it is a USB-C to MicroSD card reader for $2. Crazy, right? But does it work? I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. Let's go ahead and try it right while we're right here on camera. Let's see. First challenge is figuring out the orientation. That seems to fit well. So I'm going to put it in the computer and let's spin around and you'll see what's going on. Let's go ahead and open it up. And looks like we have access to all of our files and movies. That's great. So let's have a quick speed test. Here is a 1 GB file. I'll just go ahead and drag it onto the desktop and let's see how fast it actually copies. So it's going to take about a minute to copy this 1 gig file. That's okay. You know what? Instead of just looking at this though, let's go ahead and let's run a speed test. To do that, we can just use the Xbench utility, a free program someone has written to let you test things. We don't need anything else. All we want to do is find that DJI and do a test. Let's see what it produces. And it's running its tests. And my guess is it's not going to be particularly fast, but quite frankly, for $2, how fast does it need to be? And really, I'm more interested in reading than writing, so let's get the write test out of the way. And in fact, let's just jump forward to the read test. So here we are in the middle of the read test. It's just gone through sequential and it's doing random, and I'm pretty much not going to go any further here. You can see it's not breaking any speed records with my MacBook Pro, but it's certainly letting me read and write to the MicroSD card with a $2 device. That's pretty cool. So there you have it, pretty straightforward. I just pull this out and for $2.64, I have solved the problem of how do I read MicroSD cards on my MacBook Pro that only has USB-C as its interface. So super easy. Gearbest.com has this in gold and silver. This one's silver, and there's a silver and white combination. And oh, one thing I want to show you also is it lights up blue when it's plugged in. I like it. That's pretty cool. But seriously, $2 including shipping. That's less than a cup of coffee at Starbucks. And now I can just leave this in the bag that I use for my Mavic Pro drone, and I've got the problem solved forever. How is that not really cool? You don't always have to spend a ton of money to solve your problems with these interfaces. Now, before I go further, let me ask you, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. So, that's all I got. $2.64, gearbest.com. Search for USB-C and MicroSD and you'll find it. Check it out. This is Dave Taylor, and I'll catch you in my next video.